Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Art Keller Field on the campus of Carthage College for this evening's match between the Eagles of Robert Morris, Lake County, and your Carthage College Redmen. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA, the CCIW, and Carthage thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineups. First, for the Eagles of Robert Morris. The goalkeeper, number 1, Arturo Escobedo. Midfielder, number 4, Eric Lopez. Midfielder, number 7, Victor Lagunas. Midfielder, number 9, Alexis Villarreal. Defender, number 11, Nazarit Luna. Defender, number 12, Daniel Diaz. Midfielder number 18, Jose Lopez. Defender number 19, Armando Ray. Defender number 5, Jeremy Golding. Midfielder number 21, Ricardo Soto. And defender number 35, Juan Gallegos. The Eagles are coached by Osvaldo Aguilar. And now the starting lineup for your Carthage College Redmen. Starting in goal tonight, number 1, Lucas Dykstra. Midfielder number 3, Arnaldo Reyes. Defender number 4, Seamus Kaminsky. Forward number 6, Billy Hamilton. Defender number 8, Mike Haika. Forward number 9, Cesar Garcia. Midfielder number 14, Drew Leogas. Midfielder number 17, Ryan Crane. Midfielder number 19, Atli Arensson. Forward number 20, Zach Seamail. And defender number 24, Kevin Dombrowski. Your Redmen are coached by Steve Dome and assisted by Andrew Gamara and Frank Delgado.
second here or there. Makes a big difference in staying on side. The game here, nice 65-degree night. Beautiful campus at Carthage College.
Sun setting to our west.
That's a little different
aura
tonight, isn't it?
Little golden aura.
Carthage able to keep possession, but not really able to link much getting forward to this point. Heike given a lot of space out. Real good to sit back in.
On top.
Robert Morris winning the ball in the midfield, trying to build something in the attack here. Robert Morris playing left to right. Now they're the ones doing the good job, just trying to feel the Redmen out and see what space is offered on the field tonight. Jeremy Golding on this side plays forward to Nazarit Luna, back to Golding, and the Redmen with a good win. Ryan Crane with the through ball, but again just a touch long.
You know, Robert Morris seems to be flooding the side with the ball, and I think Carthage, once they figure that out, they're going to get some nice opportunities just taking it to the other side.
Again, Carthage with a good build, great combination play. Again, finds Heike's left foot, served into the area, and dealt with by Robert Morris. I think the Redmen were looking for a handball there. Not the case, in the opinion of our esteemed center official this evening.
We've got to say, these officials do such a great job, you know, making sure that play is even, correct calls 97% of the time.
All the time. Carthage immediately wins the restart. But again, the final pass just a bit off target. Victor Lagunas with the ball and back for the Eagles. Again, trying to play direct, sort of bypassing the midfield. And they'll find their keeper.
He's been fairly busy tonight.
Yeah, from the looks of things, he may be in for a busy night. Have to earn his paycheck tonight. But for now, the Eagles will be allowed to go forward with another throw. Right at midfield. Drew Leogas on the ball. Playing right at us. Drops it back to Kaminsky, who finds Heike wide. Redmond decide to keep playing this side of the field. And Billy Hamilton will give off to Heike for the throw.
Yeah, one of the things we got to watch for tonight, Carthage this is their 10th game of the season, whereas Robert Morris is only at their third.
Yeah, the Redmen may have already been able to hit their stride at this point. Robert Morris may still be going through some of those early season growing pains. Ryan Crane carries the ball through the midfield, plays it forward to Kaminsky. Little target play back to Kaminsky, who finds Reyes.
Nice
Turns
slot
the
across
byline,
there.
and that is how it's done. That's Reyes across the goal mouth to Leogas, who made no mistake. Can't draw it up any better than that.
No, Chris, you're exactly right. That was exactly how you want to do it. They had a guy in the middle that just missed it, and they had a guy at the backside just waiting for it. That's exactly how I'm sure Coach Dolman taught them how to do it.
As you and I both well know, after 12 years of, 15 years of soccer camps with Coach in the,
Yeah.
in the summers, I think we've heard that message out of his mouth a time or two. So Robert Morris in an early hole here. Going to see what they have to offer in the next couple of minutes as far as getting back into this game. Otley Einerson with a big ball forward, but no Carthage player there to get on the end of it. Easy gather for the Eagles goalkeeper. Seems to have a pretty decent leg, about 65 yards in the air there, but won by Heike. And the Redmen will put it back down on the turf and play.
You mentioned earlier how beautiful this campus is, and you're right. When you and I have both been doing the camps here at Carthage forever, and number one, Steve runs a great camp, but number two, a lot of times parents get on campus for the first time and they talk about, how beautiful it is right on the shore of Lake Michigan, and woods all around it. This is especially if you've got that, if you've got a young player that's looking to come to a camp in the summer, real solid coaching at it, but just want to check out a campus where you're going to get great education. This is a place, to say. Now, you're a little prejudiced because you went to school here. I could certainly extol the virtues of UW Platteville. But I've become a Carthage person since I've been working camps here and gotten to be friends with Steve Doman and others. And it is just a great place to go to school.
Yeah, the amount of change that's taken place on this campus, unbelievable in the last 15 years or so. Carthage able to dig one out there in the back third, win a restart. It'll be taken by goalkeeper Lucas Dykstra. Dykstra plays wide to Hamilton, and the Redmen off to the races.
Yeah, they're going to be dedicating the new Augie Schmidt field in 2 weeks. Baseball now has a turf infield. Obviously Art Keller Field here is, and you played on it. Certainly, you didn't play on this. I think you played on real grass.
Vastly different these days. Carthage's first substitution, Aaron Keglian, up top for the Redmen.
I suppose I'd be remiss if I didn't say you can go to the Carthage website and check out the camp stuff under men's soccer. Fill out that application, send your child.
Absolutely, true story, great experience. Great effort there. Hamilton just a step short to keep that one in the touchline. Great job stepping in there. Kaminsky unable to keep possession and given right back away, but the Eagles not able to capitalize.
It was a nice job by Rejas on the other side, stepping in front of the offensive player to take away that pass down the middle. Just like a defender should do.
Yeah, a lot of chaotic situations in back, if not dealt with, can be fatal in soccer. Great job to step in and get that one cleared out of there.
You know, I'm impressed with the hustle by the Carthage guys. You know, that was a situation where Robert Morris had a player wide open over here on the side. He had a little trouble settling it on that first touch. And by the time he did get it settled, there were two Carthage players on top of him.
Yeah, they're not given a lot of time or space tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, sort of what I expected out of Coach Doman's troops tonight, coming off that tough loss. Robert Morris trying to get forward. Eric Lopez fighting the good fight. Carthage wins, plays out of pressure, but immediately give it away. Not probably what they want to do after gaining possession. Ball served in by the Eagles. Looked like it could have been a handball there. A couple Redmen were asking. Referee did not give the decision. And very nicely headed back to the keeper.
A little dangerous doing that right in front of the goal, but
yeah, they handled it like they knew what they were doing. Again, Robert Morris tries to play direct. No connection, though.
And a good recovery by Carthage. Chris, I know you've got a former soccer player from Trumper High School on the Carthage team. They said he was out a little bit with a sprained ankle, I believe, but I want to give a shout out and ask you about Jordan Dano and how you think he'll do here at this level.
I'll tell you, Jordan was one of those kids that just a great all-around athlete. He's one of those kids that always struck me that you could play soccer or ping pong or anything else, and he just has that sense about the way he plays. And if you watch him on the field, never did anything flashy, but always had a way of putting himself in productive space. So I think Coach is happy with Jordan's addition to his program. Looking forward to getting him back out on the field once he's all healed up. Redmond knock it deep. Einerson picks out a target in front of him. Now up the flank.
We're about 17 minutes into the first half. Carthage up 1-0. You can see the score and the time on your screen right there. I want to say hello to I believe he said thousands of people that are listening to the webcast online tonight.
Yeah, we'll get some numbers here soon. See how many of you out there are taking in this contest.
I think as far away as Fenimore, Wisconsin, they're listening.
I bet we might even have some outside the state lines. It is a great night to be here, but if you can't be at Art Keller Field, hopefully we'll help bring the action to you, help you enjoy this game at home. Great job stepping in there. Cesar Garcia wins the ball for the Redmen. Looks like some good communication there between the two central defenders for Carthage. And now they're forward. He's on. And the shot is not. Just a touch wide. Keeper did a great job coming out and getting the attacking player out of his comfort zone there.
But, again, we're seeing Carthage players. It seems like when a Robert Morris player has the ball, there's two Carthage players on top of him. They're just hustling to everything. Some real good teamwork, and you said communication is part of that. You got to be impressed with the effort that the Carthage players are putting into this.
Most definitely. That was Ryan Crane on that last miss, and he's been real active tonight. Sort of the hub of things in the midfield. Oh, and another close call. Billy Hamilton not quite able to get on the end of that one. And it'll be a Robert Morris throw deep in their own defensive third. They play the ball into their own area. And out it comes, a winnable ball. See if the Redmen can put it down on the turf and play. But Robert Morris digs it out.
And while we got a chance here, we gave a little questionnaire to the Carthage players and asked them to give us some personal insight into themselves and their experiences at Carthage. So we're going to throw one of those out every now and then, and as soon as we see if this becomes dangerous.
Ball comes back out to Jeremy Golding, hounded, and gives away the throw into the Redmen. Looking for a quick counter in transition here. Robert Morris had some numbers forward. Not able to get forward right away, but intelligent enough, composed enough to keep the ball. See if we can knock it side to side.
Chris, one of the guys you mentioned earlier, Ryan Crane, he's a junior center midfielder from Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. Went to Adlai Stevenson High School. Majored in exercise science. Wants to become a physical therapist, personal trainer. Parents are Stephen and Lori Crane. And his two favorite Carthage memories, obviously his first one is his first goal as a Carthage player. But then, shaving Seamus Kapinski's legs is a highlight of his college career.
And why wouldn't it be?
Stephen and Lori, good money spent on that Carthage education.
Speaking of Seamus, those shaved legs with the narrow miss there, hit one from about 30 yards out, just wide of the frame. Another direct effort here, over the top. And wow, fantastic. All things considered, the Redmen happy to give up a corner kick there. Lucas Dykstra parries that one over the top. Just got enough of it. Perfectly played ball coming forward there, just over the head of Mike Heika. Looks like Victor Lagunas will take the restart. They play it short. Served in and dealt with again by Heika. Robert Morris knocks it deep. Redmen push up, close down some space, and we've got a chance here. Ryan Crane again, trying not to give a foul. Wins the ball, plays across to the spot. Carthage player asking for a foul there. Not sure anybody was within 5 yards of him, but it never hurts to ask.
Mike Heika, we're hearing his name a lot, a defender from Inverness, Illinois. Went to Fremd. Majored in math. Smartest guy on the team, obviously. Getting an engineering degree and making tons of money is his aspiration. Told you he was smart. His parents are Lori and Ray. Favorite Carthage memories, hanging with his friends Drew, Stefano, and Alex on the dock. Scoring versus Wheaton in the conference championships. I think anytime you can score on Wheaton, no matter who you are, that's a great memory.
Again, Robert Morris not able to unlock Carthage in the final third, having to knock it all the way back to their goalkeeper, Arturo Escobedo. Ball played centrally. Cesar Garcia puts one out into the night there.
Just a little high. Some of the guys who weren't really able to get anything from must have been in class and didn't have time, but Cesar Garcia is a sophomore from Round Lake, Illinois, majoring in physical therapy. Parents are Jose and Maria Garcia. His aspirations are to, after college, to play pro soccer and have a great family with my bachelor's
degree.
I'm hoping. Favorite high school or favorite Carthage memory? We break up in the middle to start the game and start saying circus time, circus time. Must be a Carthage thing.
Sounds like a great time indeed. Michael Dombrowski just checked in moments ago for the Redmen, running up top.
And he is my favorite player on the team.
I can't even imagine why. But I feel like there might be a story on the way.
Hi again. Michael's been my counselor at the Carthage camp the last couple of years and just does an absolutely great job with the kids. The players work the camp and they get a chance to interact with all the younger kids. And Michael is just absolutely great. And, every now and then I might, tease him a little bit. He takes it like a champ. And the kids really appreciate the effort he puts in him. He's just an all-around nice kid.
Yeah, you hit that one on the head. That's such a cool experience for the campers that are here to spend 4 or 5 days getting to know the college players, asking questions about what it's like, what goals the current college players had as youth players, and how they reach these heights.
It's kind of fun too, because these campers that we get in here are a lot of times playing for the clubs that these Carthage kids played for when they were 10 years younger.
Ball played wide. Heike looking for a seam. Found one.
Offset.
Just a bit out of the reach of Michael Dombrowski.
And you and I have both worked with kids at the camp here that, 5-6 years later are on the field at Tremper for us.
And we've got a foul right at midfield. Ricardo Soto goes down in a heap. Looks like he'll be able to continue on. Little shenanigans there. Aaron Caglian gives space for the restart. Just touched out of play by Otley Einerson. Eagles looking for space to throw in. Not a lot for that thrower to look at here. Not a lot of options. One by the Redmen. Played forward. And here comes the counter. That is on. Caglian, good first touch toward the frame. Dombrowski. Great save. Again, keeper coming off his line, making the Carthage attacker earn anything they get. And somehow that goes as a goal kick. Thought the keeper touched that wide. Not to be. Nice job stepping in there, Arnaldo Reyes.
Call a foul in the back. You know, while we're talking about Michael Dombrowski, he's a junior forward from Johnsburg, Illinois. Went to Johnsburg High School. Majoring in business. His aspirations after college, he wants to run his own sports training company. Parents are Kevin and Dana Dombrowski. And his favorite memory from Carthage, winning the conference championship his freshman year. Let's hope
And
he's
here he is. Oh.
There it is.
Offside. The assistant referee not going to let that one go. I thought you had perfect timing there referencing young Michael Dombrowski. Thought he was going to get a finish. Tell you, for all the play that has been in Carthage's attacking third, Robert Morris hanging on for dear life here. Still just down a goal.
You got to give a lot of credit to their goalie. He's having a really nice game to this point. Made some nice saves.
Yeah, usually coaches ask for their keepers to come up with one big moment, keep their team in a game. He's probably already had 3.
We're only supposed to ask for 1 because I'm asking for about 20 a game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want the other players to have a nice game too, but...
Couple substitutions for both sides coming on. Stefano Dolomis defending the throw. Another Eagles throw, though. Into Ricardo Galvez. And the Eagles win the byline. Played across, but immediately cleared out. Redmond doing a great job of protecting their goal tonight. Not giving a lot of easy looks at the frame.
Well, 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Still 1-0 Carthage.
Direct ball played forward. Might just be a touch out of his reach. Keeper again showing he's not just a guy with hands. He can play this game. Comes out, plays it adeptly with his feet and thigh and stomach. Just like he planned, I'm sure. Robert Morris able to keep it in on the touchline. Serves it in the area. Carthage unable to clear it. And now they do. Looking for a chance to counter.
There it is. Ooh.
I think maybe if he had that one to play again, he might keep it on the ground. Chance to turn and face up here for Austin Bitta. Dispossessed. And again, back to the keeper.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Mr. Arturo Escobedo. And you want to point out they've also got him listed as a forward. Not only
I'd like
a goalie.
to see that.
I think we saw some of that earlier. Getting out there, being aggressive to the ball.
Hamilton and Garcia subbed off for the Redmen. I see Shane Riley on at the near touch. Ball played through. And our goalkeeping forward, Escobedo, again handles the chance. Another good punt, dealt with nicely by Kevin Dombrowski. As is usually the case here at Carthage, there's some siblings on the roster. Been lots of those over the years. Starting all the way back with Coach Steve Doman and his younger brother Mike, when Mike played here on one of the very first Carthage soccer teams. Great job not letting Robert Morris serve that one in. Again, off his line. And he is earning a paycheck tonight. My goodness, Mr. Escobedo.
35 yards off his line. That's what you like to see out of your goalie.
Yeah, he's sold out there. If he doesn't get that, that's in the back of the net right now, and the Redmen are celebrating a 2-0 lead. Riley plays back to Kaminsky. Bitta unable to turn at midfield, and here come the Eagles again. And we'll usher that one out for a goal kick.
Yeah, let's talk about Austin Bitta while we got a chance. He's a freshman forward from Libertyville, Illinois. He's undecided on what his major is, but he does have aspirations after college to work at a job.
That's a start.
So at this point, it doesn't matter. His parents, Anne Marie and Andy, and his favorite Carthage memory is beating Crane in FIFA. He also got the game-winning goal this year versus Lake Forest in overtime. Probably a little more exciting than scoring the winning goal on the flat screen, but you know, good for him.
Robert Morris again settling for the direct ball. Carthage's backs are more than happy to gobble that up and play forward. Ball's played out wide. Kevin Dombrowski takes some space. And it's back to Einerson. Trying to pick out a seam to play through. Finds some space wide. 50-50 ball played back. But immediately won back by the Redmen. Carthage plays in. Nice little flick out of that space. Looking for a combination. Wasn't there. And Heike looking for a target player there that never arrived. Played into space. Touched out wide. Looks like that'll be a deep throw in for Robert Morris. Jose Lopez was giving chase. He'll take the throw. Thrown in back to Lopez, and he is offside as soon as the referee takes a look. There it is.
That was freshman Kevin Dombrowski chasing down that ball. As you mentioned earlier, his brother Mike's on the team. Majoring in business, wants to get into business management. Favorite memories, the preseason trips.
And why wouldn't it be?
Yes, they do a nice job with those preseason trips here at Carthage College.
Yeah, you've referenced a couple times all the time we spend here in the summer in the camp setting. It's always a little disappointing to hear them talk about the wonderful trips they'll take when we go back to school and they travel and see the world. One of these years, I'm going to get on one of those planes with them.
I think they were in California, and were they in Washington this year?
2 trips out west. Not too shabby at all. Great win in the middle of the field. Crane again. We continue to mention his name. Oh, back in. And again, Arturo Escobedo. Nice little flick. Looks like Nazarit Luna trying to get the Eagles started in the attack. Riley plays into Kaminsky, and now we're back to Kevin Dombrowski. Nice job of finding Christian Harvey in the middle of the park. He just continues to float and find space, making himself available. Easy giveaway there for the Redmen. And Eric Lopez looks to transition for the Eagles. Ball played in by Gabriel Garcia, but eventually won by the Redmen. And now the Redmen play direct. Looks like that one might hang. Great place to not give a foul here, make that defender earn his living. Risky ball played back across the area, but eventually re-won by the Eagles. Riley says, I'll have a go. Unable to keep it on frame.
Just kind of took off on him a little bit. And let's meet Shane Riley. He's a sophomore, midfielder forward. He's from Libertyville, Illinois. He doesn't have a major. Does want to get a job he enjoys. Parents' name are Mike and I'm going to guess Tara.
Or Nora.
Or Nora.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Shane is not a penmanship major.
No, penmanship might be something that Shane wants to work on in the off season. Favorite Carthage memory? He wrestled Heike and he won. So good for him. I hope there was just ho-hos or something on that bet. A little Gatorade.
Redmond looking to lock it in here. Robert Morris barely keeps that one in play. Ricardo Galvez all the way to the goal line, looking for Nazaret Luna, unable to connect. And the Redmond play out. Looking for the early ball here maybe, decides to keep it. Nice little combination there with Crane and Riley. Able to play it back through the middle. Looks like there's space on the other side. You mentioned that earlier. A lot of space on the weak side of the field. If the Redmond continue to change the point of attack, they're going to find that, and they just found a penalty kick is what they found.
And our buddy Arturo is not happy about this.
Our vantage point maybe not the best in the world, but I can't say I disagree with Arturo all that much. Didn't see a lot there, but doesn't matter what I saw or Arturo saw. He's going to see a penalty kick coming his way.
As we mentioned earlier, the referees are right 97% of the time.
He's going to go ask the AR for his opinion. Seems like he just got a similar answer.
Yeah, he probably should go in a goal. I'm just saying they got a better chance to stop it if he's in there. Little dance, came out,
and
put in the corner.
Mike Heike tucks it away. Looks like he's done that a time or two, and the Redmen have a 2-0 lead. Boy, for all the pressure that Robert Morris absorbed this half, I think they would have been real happy. Here's another look at Heike's finish. Clinical. Robert Morris probably would have been real pleased to finish out the last 6 minutes of the half here and only be down 1-0. That may be a goal that really changes the tempo and tenor of this game.
We're back live now. Robert Morris taking the kickoff, working it up the far side.
Another ball played in. Keeper comes off his line, decides against it. Probably a good decision. Had a defender there with the ball on his foot, let him do his job. Ball dealt with in back there. Victor Lagunas plays out for the Eagles, but the Red Men don't let him clear past midfield.
Mike Dombowski's calling for the ball up the middle. They didn't see him.
Kaminsky plays this way to Bitta. Bitta plays out wide. Oh, nice targeting pass. Wow, is that a risky ball played back. But as we've learned, Arturo Escobedo, not bashful about getting off his line. I mentioned a moment ago, Robert Morris probably would have loved a 1-0 halftime deficit. On the flip side of that coin, I think Coach Dolman would love to see his team tuck one more away and kind of put a nail in the coffin in this game at an early stage.
Yeah, at this point, Robert Morris hasn't been necessarily. Little miscommunication there. Robert Morris hasn't been real dangerous in their offensive end. I've noticed a couple of times when they've brought the ball down, the person with the ball has looked to center, and there hasn't been anybody running with him. So I think you're right. I think another goal by Carthage is going to do one of two things. Either put it away for him, or it's going to really loosen Robert Morris up, make them put more people forward, and that could really open the door for Carthage in the second half.
Nifty bit of footwork there. Beautiful ball played in.
Oof.
And again, a close call. I think Mr. Escobedo may have taken the worst end of this one.
Referee has stopped the clock with 3.5 minutes left. Probably going to get a trainer out on the field.
Lots of human beings arriving in one spot at one time right there.
This would be a tough loss for Robert Morris if he has to come out. He's had a great game.
Looks like he has deemed himself fit to continue.
A little bit of an ankle injury there, but he's going to tough it out.
We are 3.5 minutes away from halftime. Ball put back in play. Nicely headed forward by Seamus Kaminsky. Riley plays back. And the Redmen looking for a seam to fit a ball in, getting forward. Nice 1-2 touch combination there. Redmen able to find space. Now it's over to the far touchline. Ball served in. And unable to beat that last defender. Heike bends one with his left foot. Kept back in by Christian Harvey.
Yeah, just a little interesting bit of trivia that I just noticed. The clock on your screen is going down in 2-second increments. Just want to point that out to you.
That is amazing. I think we have to pay extra for that clock.
We catch it all here. We don't miss a beat. Well, actually, we are missing a beat, but we're missing it like 2 at a time.
Christian Harvey again comes central to find the ball, makes himself a target. Ball played in and just out of the reach of Ryan Crane. Redmond doing a nice job of maintaining possession, knocking the ball back when nothing's there forward, and kind of drawing out the Eagles defender in an effort to play behind him. Ball knocked long. I think that one will make the penalty area. Dykstra plays this side to Heike. Again, the weak side of the field is there all day. Heike decides to give that a try. Lots of space. 20 yards before there's any defensive pressure. And you said it, Robert Morris only running a couple up top, not a lot in behind them supporting.
We're going to get a goal kick? Yeah, I thought that might have been a corner too.
Coming up on the last 30 seconds of the half, we'll put this goal kick in play.
Coach Dolman also voicing his opinion that it should have been a corner kick.
Looks like the Redmen content to knock it around a little bit here and get one more look going forward before the halftime whistle. Serve into the area won by the Eagles, and again, they're just relieving pressure at this point. And talk about relieving pressure. That one's on Sheridan Road. I'm going to go get that ball. Be back in about 25 minutes. And that brings us to halftime. Redmond up 2-0 over the Robert Morris Eagles. Welcome back, soccer fans, for the second half. Our halftime score is Carthage 2, Robert Morris 0. Both teams stepping back on the field here. We apologize for some technical difficulties at the beginning of our match. So if you didn't hear 45 minutes ago, I'm Chris Tindall, the boys soccer coach here in town at Tremper High School. Alongside is my sidekick tonight, Todd Hardy, the girls coach, also at Tremper. And the second half is underway. Hamilton took on about 3 defenders, decided to release, and the Redmen play across to the far touchline.
So, Chris, if you're the Robert Morris coach, what are you going to tell your team?
Well, I'll tell you, if they have any interest in winning this thing, I think they have to start pushing some more numbers forward and giving some support to the 2 front runners. They've been knocking balls long, but similar to this. A little flick on, one attacking player runs after it. That ball will be guided out of bounds, and not much of an adjustment there. That's what we saw primarily the first half from the Eagles of Robert Morris.
Yeah, when I looked down, when I saw that, we had one Robert Morris guy chasing the ball down. We had 4 Carthage defenders before we saw another Robert Morris player.
Yeah, for being down a couple of goals, they're still pretty compact and back. Maybe they want to keep it close for the next 15 to 20 minutes, see if they can stay in it and sneak a goal in at the end and make it interesting.
Meanwhile, I think if you're Coach Dolman, you're just telling your team to attack, attack, attack. Let's put pressure on them. Your defenders are getting back real nice. So I think you can afford to even put a little more pressure up top.
Stayed on. Nice nifty ball played back.
There's our guy.
I'll tell you. Arturo is definitely getting a workout tonight, but they do surrender a corner kick, and he'll get another chance for some action here early on in the second half. Ryan Crane comes near side. He'll approach this with his right foot. Going to be an outswinger away from the keeper. Perfectly placed, and are you kidding me? Michael Dombrowski.
There's that guy. That's exactly why he's my favorite player. I said it earlier.
Yeah, he's a guy that has, since he walked on here at Carthage as a freshman, has definitely had a nose for the goal. It's amazing how he always has that knack of finding the back of the net. Great out-swinging ball there, though. Delivered just out of the reach of the keeper. He was going to not have any success getting to that if he came off his line. So he stayed home, and Dombrowski made him pay. So whatever Coach Dolman said at halftime, well done, Coach. 2.5 in, and we have a 3-goal deficit for Robert Morris. The way they've been attacking tonight, that'll be a tough one to overcome for them.
Carthage opening up a little bit of a lead here. I'm going to try and over the next 42 minutes, I'm going to try and get through this stack of little profiles that we've got, so I make sure I can touch on everybody. Remember, some of the players didn't fill them out for us, so we apologize if we're not getting to your favorite.
In swinger this time, Escobedo off his line. Punches it, but not all the way out. And an ambitious chance there for Seamus Kaminsky goes wide.
Let's start with Zach Samail, a freshman out of Richmond, Illinois. Went to Richmond Burton High School, majoring in biology. aspirations are to get a successful job. His parents are Adam and Terry. And his favorite Carthage memory? The day I met Billy Hamilton.
Honestly, one of my favorite memories as well. Redmen looking for more here. Dispossessed, and there goes Robert Morris playing into a numbers down situation again. But they do win the throw. A little bit more possession here, looking for an opportunity to play into some positive space. Nice idea, but ill-timed combination play there. And a foul given that Carthage will get the restart.
Let's run through another one. Ivan Chavez, junior midfielder from Cicero, went to Morton East, majored in math. Got some smart kids on this team. Young men. I guess they're not kids.
Apparently they've raised the standards since I was on campus.
He wants to become a civil engineer and start up his own business. Parents are Juana and Maria. And, I like this one. His favorite Carthage memory. Remember, we're talking a junior here. And he wrote down...
Oh, I'm going to interrupt that. Dombrowski again, the playmaker. Aaron Caglian, the recipient of that beautiful ball played across the goal mouth. And this one has gone from bad to worse quickly for Robert Morris.
Anyhow, his favorite Carthage memory, being a part of the men's soccer team. Awesome, he says. I like that. Good for him.
It is a great experience. The opportunity to be a college athlete, unless you're former Redmond goalkeeper Drew Baker, only comes along every so often. Drew had a couple extra years, I guess.
Drew had, yeah. He's got about 8 years of special memories here at Carthage College.
Had the pleasure of coaching Drew when I was here on Steve's staff for a few years. Coach Baker, no longer a goalkeeper, but coach here in town. Indian Trail High School and Academy girls coach. He's come a long way since he arrived on campus from Moline, Illinois.
Had a miserable trip to Moline once, too. Casinos. Again, I got to stop doing that.
I see the theme. Ball played in, probably deeper than they wanted it. Dealt with by Arturo Escobedo, and that'll go for a goal kick.
Let's do Atle Einarsson, junior defender from Selfoss, Iceland. Went to Chan Hansen High School. Majoring in math and engineering. Wants to go to engineering school for grad school. Gudrun Einar are his father and mother. And he likes taking long walks on the beach with DB and holding Loris to no goals.
Well, I wonder if he had to pick one of those, which one he'd choose.
It's a nice beach.
Lovely beach. And a little known fact, I for one have never been to Iceland. Not sure if you knew that.
Now, isn't Iceland the one that's green and Greenland is the one that's ice?
I'm speechless. I
My
have no
geography lesson
comment.
for the night. I also said the sunset in the west. I'm on a roll. I'm like butter. Here, I'm going to let you do the next one.
Billy Hamilton, senior midfielder, Arlington Heights. Went to a pretty good soccer school, St. Viator. His major is graphic design, public relations. Ball cleared out by the Redmen. Eagles knock it back in, unable to sustain that attack. Billy Hamilton's favorite Carthage memory, winning conference and the conference tournament in 2011. And he says, hey, Will Valise, that's a shout out to you, 2011. Ball played in. Dombrowski, no. But Aaron Caglian on the back post, and he does not make a mistake with that one. And Arturo Escobedo, not a happy camper with his defenders. He bailed them out a bunch in the first half, and the wheels have fallen off here in the first 8+ minutes of half number 2.
Yeah, he got he got real upset, obviously, at his defense, but 10 seconds later, he's exhorting them to keep their heads up and to keep going. You like that leadership out of him.
Pretty nice look at the replay there. Fantastic ball played across the goal mouth. And again, it's one thing to get the ball in that position. It's another thing to have some composure and tuck that thing away more times than you could ever imagine. Those balls are put in the parking lot for some reason or another.
We mentioned this earlier in the first half. I'm very impressed with the way the Carthage players are filling the lanes. So when that ball comes across, if it's not available for that first runner, there's a second runner and even a third right behind them.
Yeah, they're smelling blood. They read the body language of that server pretty well. Balls played across the middle, and they're on their horse to get there. Goal kick flicked forward. Yeah, both of those Redmen appear to be offside.
We got a injured player down on the field for Robert Morris. He's going to hop back up. All right, Mary Beth and Larry Harvey, let's talk about your son, Christian. He's a senior center midfielder from Woodstock, Illinois. I've been to Woodstock, Illinois. They have some really good restaurants there.
Do they have a casino?
No. So it was a good trip to Woodstock, Illinois. He's a biology pre-med major. His aspirations are to attend medical school. His favorite Carthage memory is the Cooper test.
Ooh.
I don't know why that would be a favorite.
He must have rocked it out.
And scoring the game-winning goal versus North Park in the conference championships. Good for him. Might have been over the line when he kicked that ball.
You know, I noticed that most of the first half, and not once did the official or assistant referee give him a reminder to stay in the area. So they must just want to let that go tonight. Nice save, but for naught. And Arturo Escobedo plays out with his feet, finds Eric Lopez, plays wide for Daniel Diaz, and back to Escobedo. Ooh, close call.
Got a man wide. Does manage to get it over to him. Good step in by the Carthage player.
Yeah, the foul's given, and Carthage will get that restart just inside the midfield stripe. Probably looking to play a dangerous ball in here. And it is. And it pays off. With just over 33 minutes left, Carthage is out to a 6-0 lead.
Well, you know, here comes the replay.
Yeah, Jeremy Valinsky, great job getting on the end of this and putting it where the keeper ain't. Simple as that.
Yeah, we said right before halftime that I kind of felt like if Carthage, and you did too, if Carthage could get that third goal, it was going to open things up, and it has.
Yeah, anybody that's played the game has unfortunately at one time or another been in this position, and it is an unenviable task. Goals are hard to come by in soccer, and when you've got to get a touchdown and an extra point to get back in it, it's going to be a long night. Tough to keep your composure in those moments and not dig that hole any deeper. So we'll see how Robert Morris responds.
All right, Bruno and Mary, let's talk about your son, Kevin Hilgard. He's a senior defender and midfielder from Geneva, Illinois. Went to Geneva High School, majoring in graphic design and communications. He eventually would like to start designing for a firm in Denver, Colorado. His favorite memory, winning the CCIW Conference Championship in 2011, his sophomore year, and again, all the amazing trips that they take here. That is absolutely a perk to go to Carthage College.
Yeah, not all the schools at all levels, not just Division III, but even some other schools don't always get those trips. Coach Dolman does a fantastic job fundraising, setting his players up in first-class style, year in and year out.
And that is, it's kind of becoming a norm for a lot of schools. I remember when I was in college, and this was a couple of years ago, we went to Arkansas once every 4 years, and that was exciting to look forward to Arkansas. Things I thought I'd never say.
I've been to Arkansas, lovely place.
I'm going to let you take care of this next one for us.
Carthage transitioning forward. Decent touch away there by Victor Lagunas. Allows the Eagles to play out. But again, just unable to connect anything, bypassing the midfielders. And Carthage backs have been eating those balls up all night. So I'm looking at one of my favorite names here, Seamus Kaminsky, a junior defensive center mid. Hometown of Geneva, Illinois, went to Geneva High School, and he's smarter than I am. His major is neuroscience.
Hey, smarter than both of you and I in the same room.
I don't even know what that means. But
No, I mean, if you and I were in the same room, he would be smarter than us combined.
oh, I get it now.
Okay.
And he has one of the greatest Carthage memories that I've seen, watching Ryan Crane smile. It is a beautiful sight, I have to admit.
So now, if you're a neuroscientist, what would your aspirations be after college?
Well, a few things come to mind, but our good friend Seamus says working at the Dombrowski Modeling Agency as a leg model. Lots of neuroscientists do that. He won't be the first. Again, a direct ball played by Robert Morris off the end of the shelf, and a goal kick for Carthage.
Sad when those neuroscientists have to pick up that second job for the extra income, isn't it?
Says the guy sitting in a press box at 8:30 at night on a school night.
I think I got promised a Jimmy Chan got La Fogata for doing this.
Can't wait. Shout out to our friends at La Fogata. Again, the Redmen give good pressure in the middle of the field. Don't allow Robert Morris an easy look. And they're forced to play it back and eventually out of bounds. Justin Henderson on the throw-in.
What's up, how are you?
Couple guys making friends there. That's Cesar Garcia and Robert Morris's Daniel Diaz fighting the good fight as the ball goes out of play. And that's the one thing you hope in a game like this that does not happen, is that this gets chippy and emotions get out of hand just because the score has. Ball played from the near side, out near the Carthage bench. Nifty move. Ball played in. Great job targeting there. Good job stepping in. Justin Henderson won a nice ball there. Unable to connect on the finish. And a quick restart. Foul given at midfield. The Redmen are ready to play. And it's a throw-in for Coach Asi Aguilar's Eagles.
Throw out another quick one to you. Carl and Amy's son, Nick Huftelin, junior goalkeeper from Winnebago, Illinois. Went to Winnebago High School. Business management. Favorite Carthage memories, the beach time in California. And meeting a great group of guys who care about me on and off the field. Good for them. That team bonding in California works really well. This is
Redmond looking.
Sorry, I wasn't done.
Feel free. What you have to say is way more interesting than me anyway. Almost a certainty.
Probably my favorite aspiration after college for their team is he wants to own a pet supply shop. As the owner of a three-legged dog, I salute him.
And folks out there think that's a joke.
It's not. Our little white lab named Gumbo has 3 legs, and he is a bundle of energy.
I can attest to that. Ball out of play. Redmond looked to throw in quickly. Ball flicked on. Carthage did a nice job of locking that ball in, not letting it easily get advanced up the field by the Eagles. Great job tracking back there, too. Stefano Dolomus wins the ball. As we mentioned at the outset of our broadcast tonight, Carthage coming off a tough trip to Iowa, 2-1 loss at Wartburg College. Finishing up, wow, that had some sizzle to it.
That was a nice little shot there from about 35, 40 yards.
As I started to say, Carthage wrapping up the non-conference portion of their schedule. We have Wisconsin Whitewater. I believe they're the number 20th ranked team in the nation, coming out into Art Keller Field this Sunday. And then it's time for CCIW play.
W. Whitewater's coached by an old friend of ours from the Racine area, Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn spent some time up at St. Mary's in Minnesota, Western Illinois, and Macomb, and now back in the area, doing a nice job with the Whitewater Warhawks. It'll be a stiff challenge for the Redmen. Good IQ play there. I love seeing that, especially in a 6-0 game. Easy to let that ball go off for a goal kick, but selling out the body to keep in a deep throw for the Eagles.
Nick and Maria Ligas, it's time to see if your son's going to embarrass you. He's a senior outside midfielder from Gurnee, Illinois, went to Warren Township High School. Business management, his aspirations after college. Good news, parents, it's get a job. His favorite Carthage memory? Sunbathing in California.
I think I've mentioned this before. I've got to get on some of those trips. Making memories.
I'm thinking that's money well spent on an education.
Ball played to the near side. Ricardo Galvez unable to catch up, and this will be a Redmond throw. Looks like Shane Riley's taking that. Plays into Harvey. And the Redmen are content to knock it around the back and make those Eagles chase. Hey, Alexander Marquis is the next Redmond student athlete that we'll focus on here, a junior forward from Caracas, Venezuela. His high school sounds real interesting. I'm not sure I can pronounce it, so I know how you handed me this one.
Got that one exactly.
I'll give it a go. Santiago de Leon de Caracas.
Not bad.
That's pretty
like
good.
The accent.
I took German in high school and college. Doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now. Wants to work as a graphic designer after college. His parents are Judith Benitez and Alexander Marquis. And I'll tell you, there's another one. Favorite memory, trip to California.
Nobody seems to mention the trip to Washington.
Yeah, while the Redmen were in California, tough double overtime loss to the University of Laverne. And came back with a nice 3-2 win over Pomona Pitzer to wrap that trip up. Always easier to get back on the plane and enjoy that flight after a win. After a short turnaround, then there was the trip to Oregon, I guess it was.
Oh, well, no wonder nobody mentioned that.
Yeah, sure. Salem, Oregon. Again, went out there and took a loss in the first game 2-0 to Wilmette, but bounced back with a 2-1 win over Whitman. Corner kick for the Redmen coming up. Cesar Garcia will knock this one into the area. Goes for the full volley, back to Garcia, who says, I'll try that again. To the back post. And nicely saved by Harvey. He's been all over the field tonight. Decent look at the goal by Nenad Komlenovic.
All right, we got Arnaldo Reyes as our next profile, junior midfielder from Northlake, Illinois. Went to West Leiden High School. He's majored in social work. Good for him. He wants to work for CPS. Parents' names are Nelly Vasquez and Arnaldo Reyes. Favorite Carthage memory? Hanging out at the beach with the team. Do you think he means the beach in California or the beach
I'm going to go with yes.
Right back here at Carthage on Lake Michigan?
Lovely little beach. I'm going to go with California. I think there's some songs about that. Would you like me to break into tune here?
I'm good. I'm real good.
Wow, great strike just outside that near post. Not sure if Escobedo would have had that covered.
Other memory, his first start versus University of California, Laverne. Good for him. We got one more to go.
Well,
hanging on the edge of the seat.
21 minutes to get that in. Justin Henderson with a nice win at midfield. Looking to maybe get that back. Gives it up to Garcia, who says, I'll have a go at that instead. And puts it just a bit wide.
James and Gisela Valinsky, it's your son Jeremy, who's a freshman. He's a midfielder defender. He's from Palatine, Illinois. Also went to Palatine High School. He's undecided on his major. He wants to get a job. And, of course, going on all the trips and playing on the varsity. So there you have it. There's our player profiles. I just want to point out that we gave those out about a week ago. And if your son didn't get mentioned tonight, it's because he didn't fill his out. So I'd get on him about his homework. It doesn't seem like they're doing what they're supposed to here in college.
Or maybe they spent so much time studying, preparing their speeches and all that fun stuff.
Or they were hanging on the beach.
That could be.
Watching Ryan Crane smile. Shaving Kapinski's legs. I don't know.
There's a lot going on in this campus.
College is different from when I went.
Nice little combination. And again, Arturo Escobedo equal to the task. I haven't kept the stats tonight, but quite a few corner kicks for the Redmen.
Yeah, was I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Clearly in your job description. Next time, we'll be back in a few weeks, enjoying it so much. If they'll have us, we're slated to be back sometime in October. We mentioned the Redmen take on the Whitewater Warhawks on Sunday. Then it's CCIW time. Carthage opens the CCIW slate next Wednesday, October 2nd, traveling to Wheaton, taking on the Wheaton Thunder.
Our good friend Pete Felsky, the women's coach at Wheaton College, always does a great job with his program there. Carthage is current coach Sarah Meyer played for him at Wheaton.
Yeah, it's become quite the rivalry over the years. I've been able to take in so many of those matches, and always a competitive, high-paced affair when those two teams get together. So I'm sure Coach Steve Dillman will be looking forward to a fast conference start. Be great to go down there and start off with a W. Wow.
Hit that right where it needed to be hit.
Yeah, Jeremy Valinsky took a look. Nobody closed. Took another look. Said, I guess I'm being dared to shoot. Here's another look at it, and tucks it just to the left of Arturo Escobedo. And this is character time for the Eagles. Down 7-0, 17 minutes left. Trying to salvage some good feeling as they leave the field tonight. Carthage right back at it. Just an inch or two beyond Cesar Garcia, or it would have been 8-0. You know, it's interesting. You asked just after halftime what Robert Morris needed to do, and they have not added a lot to their attack this half.
No, they really didn't have any kind of an offensive threat at all this whole game. You know, like we said earlier, they'd get somebody down there with a good first move. You know, taking the ball down, he'd look across and wouldn't be anybody with him. Of course, like we said, this is only their fourth game of the season, so they're still trying to find an identity, and this is a character builder. This is one of those where you're gonna say, you know, okay, what's gonna happen with our season? Are we gonna sit on an 8-0 loss and let that define us, or are we gonna go back to work tomorrow and figure out what we got to do to change things?
Yeah, as unenjoyable as it is to experience, always a teachable learning moment for coaches to walk off the field and say, what do we need to do differently? One thing they can't complain a whole lot about tonight is the goalkeeping they've gotten. Ball played forward. It's Adrian Almanza playing up top, number 23 for Robert Morris, alongside 15, Jose Lopez. Lopez gives chase.
I want to, while we get a chance here, give a shout out to our camera and tech people back in the broadcast booth, a couple over. Unfortunately didn't get names, but they're students here at Carthage College. If any of them are listening, they want to write their names down on a piece of paper, we'll throw your names out there to everybody. But great job. It's fun doing this, and the camera work's been excellent. Saw the replays when we were supposed to see the replays. Got our headphones working when our headphones weren't working. Really nice put together program here.
Yeah, much better them than me. Don't give me control of any buttons anytime. Doesn't turn out well. Robert Morris with a quick goal kick, saved on the near side by Jose Lopez. Plays back to Ricardo Galvez, and again, Carthage saying no easy outs. Ball played in across the top of the 18. And stepped in and won by Nazarit Luna. See if he can play out. He does. He finds Gabriel Garcia. Loose touch. Gives it right away, and then the Redmen look to attack again.
One of the other things that's happened tonight is on any races to the ball, Carthage just seems to have that extra step on them. Just kind of faster team speed all the way around.
Decent effort across the goal mouth, but ushered away. And yet again, another Carthage corner kick. Christian Harvey. If I had a nickel for every time I said that name tonight. Tried to get on the end of that corner. Great build up from the Redmen here.
Good defense.
Ball won by Robert Morris. Played forward, Gabriel Garcia tries to find Juan Carlo Gallegos, who does win the throw-in. Villarreal takes the ball forward. For a moment, had his hands up, looking for anybody to give him an option, and that's been the theme tonight. Not a lot of options in the attack for the Eagles. Got a foot race on our hand, won by Stefano Dolomis. He'll see if he can turn around a defender. Instead, releases. Redmond doing a nice job of moving the ball.
The younger Dembowski with a shot, left-footed. Just wide.
Hey, they're listening. That makes
I think that's four, at least.
At least four.
We're going to give a shout out to our production crew who are working very hard, but did have time to listen to what we were saying, so you can't be working that hard if they're listening to us.
That means my wife is not down there.
Yeah. Annie Zaski, Kristen Reynoso, Taylor Sanders, and Gina Sipka are with us tonight. And they're
there it is.
Bringing you this outstanding 8-goal effort by Carthage College.
I'm going to put them under pressure here. I bet there's a replay coming. And the folks at home will get to see Shane Riley knocking this one home. Here it is. You ask, you receive. There it is, Shane Riley. And with 9:55 remaining, Coach Steve Dolman's Redmen are in the driver's seat, 8-0.
Again, a great first save by our boy Arturo, but didn't have anybody that could clear it up before Carthage got to put a foot on it. And again, just real seriously want to thank the Carthage crew for allowing us to do this and just say, wow. That was a great one-handed save. Just want to say what a great job those ladies are doing for us tonight, and we certainly appreciate it. They're making us sound good, or better than we would.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate their efforts. Appreciate them inviting us for the evening. And there's our goal scorer, Shane Riley, winning a deep throw-in.
And we do want to remind the crew that we are back on October 19th to do a Saturday afternoon game, and I think both of us like pizza. I just want to point that out.
Starbucks.
Starbucks is
Always,
a good thing.
always a
Yeah,
fan
it's always
favorite
a
with
good
me.
thing. Starbucks being served right downstairs in the Barnes and Noble bookstore, I believe, or is it Seattle's Best is down there? Wow.
Wow. Wow is right. I think Arturo Escobedo, I think his teammates might want to buy him some Starbucks after tonight, too.
Like you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Carthage College is continually changing and upgrading, and I apologize for not necessarily knowing everything that they've got on campus. We're here during the summer for the most part, and some of the things aren't open at that time that are open. I went down downstairs below the booth at halftime, and there's a lot of kids down there. A lot of students from Carthage down there hanging out. There's 5 or 6 restaurants down right below us, serving up some food. Great setup with the new bookstore and the new student center.
Yeah, it's come a long way since my college days when I took my swimming class in what's now the student center. Swimming pool is long gone, replaced by one that is state-of-the-art in the Tark.
Yeah, the other thing I got to mention, because if she's listening and I don't, she'll be upset with me, is the library here at Carthage. Absolutely beautiful library, was donated by the Hedberg family of Janesville, Wisconsin, of which I went to high school with. Peggy Hedberg, who was a very good friend of mine all through high school, and every now and then run into her when I'm back home. And they've were agreeable enough to build this beautiful library here on Carthage's campus. A lot of nice families. The Madrigrano family obviously comes to mind for the dormitories that have been built here at Carthage College, which is expanding. They've got probably just in the last 5 years, they've added 4 or 5 new dorms that are beautiful.
The Oaks. Spend 2 of the best weeks of my year there every summer. Home away from home.
I go home to the 3-legged dog.
Robert Morris just not able to clear the edge of the attacking third, and that is off the woodwork. Another great look at the goal. I'm sure the shot total at this point has to be astronomical to
Not much.
not a whole lot. Yeah,
But,
Lucas
you know,
Dykstra playing in back there tonight. Lonely feeling as the goalkeeper. I know he's out there, but hasn't been called into action much.
You know, I was going to say these Carthage players that may be missing some night courses are all math majors. So I think if Coach Doman's got them down there doing a shot count, they're getting their work in for academics tonight.
High-level mathematics, too. Dombrowski with the serve, goes awry.
Keep it up, man. Yeah, right to the ball girl. Trying to give her a little.
She was well
spin.
placed, I have to be honest. Right there like she knew it was coming. Eric Lopez will take the goal kick for the Eagles. Puts his left foot into it, and again, Carthage not allowing much. That looks like a foul. Textbook.
I think they're going to call it. Again, net right 97% of the time. Really nice job by the referees tonight.
Robert Morris giving the requisite 10 inches on the restart. I think he'll ask him to back up.
This one's not a difficult one, boys. There's markings on the field.
There's a bunch of funny white lines out there, huh?
I don't know what they're for, but they come in handy when you got to mark off 10 yards.
Just over the crossbar. Pretty decent effort there, Dominic Schmidt.
Nice
Dipping all the way. Shane Riley on the near side. Beats a defender and not for long. Probably tactically a pretty good foul. I think he was off to the races there.
Carthage players gonna take their time a little bit. They're in control of this match and have been almost from the start.
Austin Bittis serves it in. Nodded away by the Eagles. And another look over the crossbar.
Well, Chris, I know we saw the schedule from Coach Doman a while back, and even though, like we said, we're going to be back on October 19th, Saturday afternoon, I know there's a number of other games that are going to go out over the web. Go ahead.
True story. A bunch of conference games coming up. Be on the lookout for Wednesday, October the 9th versus the Augustana Vikings, 7:30 start here at Art Keller Field. That'll have live video. North Central on the 12th. On the 19th, it'll be North Park coming to town, followed by Elmhurst on the 23rd. So a nice string of home games there for the Redmen. Conference home games. You can't beat that.
And who we got on the 19th? I didn't hear you.
The 19th is North Park. Another effort just wide. So yeah, if you can't come out to Art Keller and enjoy a beautiful evening or afternoon like today has been, get on that web. Lots of good soccer to be seen in the next weeks ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's broadcasting them. I mean, you and I would, but we're not neuroscientists, so we don't need the extra job.
The brain strain for me tonight, that'll keep me till the 19th.
We don't need the extra second job because of that, but congratulations to Coach Dolman and his coaching staff, Andrew Kamara, C.J. Bachman, Tim Burke. I've heard that name before, Tim Burke.
Golf outing guy.
Andy Connor, Greg
Another save.
Jordan Ennis, another favorite, has worked the camps with me, and absolutely great. The kids love him, especially the girls in the girls' camp. Jordan's not a bad-looking gentleman.
That's what they say. I think Arturo's had enough. We are under 40 seconds. The clock is running. I don't think anybody has a problem with that.
I think he's cramping up a little bit.
Took a pretty good knock there on that restart.
So we're going to wrap it up. We got 20 seconds left. I want to thank again the opportunity for doing this. Thank the staff that worked with us. Remind them that we're going to be back on October 19th. Pizza and coffee or coffee, I guess, would be the way to go with this for us. And hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Congratulations to Carthage College. Chris,
nice
it's
win.
Been a pleasure.
That wraps it up, 8-0. Congratulations to Coach Dolman and the guys. And all of you at home, thanks for taking a watch with us tonight. 8-0, Carthage over Robert Morris.